Hello, I'm Andrew Klemetsky, Head of Design and Product Innovation at Steelite International. The Steelite International design team travel the world to experience at first hand emerging trends and food styles. What we aim to do is to identify those trends as they emerge, analyse them and understand what long-term effects those trends will have on diners' expectations and aspirations when they go out to dine. It's about trying to get inside people's heads to understand how best to provide for those expectations, to enable new product development that excites, inspires and is aspirational. So how do we do this? In essence, we're attempting to predict the future. We talk to leading chefs and food industry watchers, visit international hospitality shows and work at first hand with restaurant owners, stylists and designers. We also monitor the media very closely to understand lifestyle trends. We ask questions such as, where are people holidaying? What movies are they watching? What's being featured in lifestyle magazines? What are people watching on TV? What is happening politically? And what else is current in the news and media? All these elements come together to give a snapshot of the global society, enable us to identify long-term trends and to compare the differences between geological markets and market sectors. A great way to assemble all this information is to create theme boards. These are a collection of images that allow us to focus on what's happening from a trends perspective and provides a tool for discussion and education. Out of this exercise, we can formulate a new product development plan to decide strategically the best product fit for the marketplace and the best return on investment for the factory. The ultimate aim is to provide product which is unique, industry-leading and hot to the market. Product that has immediate and prolonged market pull from as many markets as possible. We aim to make the sales team's job as easy as we can. A good example of this approach resulted in the Terra Messa range. We noticed that because of a change in menus towards more homely dishes and a need for comfort food brought about by people's reaction to the economic downturn, operators were starting to use rustic and country-type products for food presentation. However, the products being used were not suitable for the busy kitchens of casual dining restaurants, as they were predominantly stoneware, with all the problems of chipping and low thermal shock resistance. Seeing an opportunity for a unique, relevant and innovative response to this need, we quickly developed a range comprising 4 complementary coloured glazes, which are enhanced with a reactive edge trim. This range embodies warmth, home cooking and tradition, but presents it in a thoroughly contemporary way, through the use of modern shapes and items, which are also relevant to current concepts such as sharing, tapas and casual dining. Shape design is a lot more involved in terms of the investment in development and tooling, but actually follows the same thought processes in arriving at the design and development of a new range. A good example of this is the Spiro range. From an aesthetic and design perspective, architects in the 21st century have access to an incredible range of new materials and software that allows them to be experimental and innovative on a scale not seen before. Materials that allow technical feats of engineering not possible until now. This has given rise to a design language concerned with surfaces and the play of light across them. Surfaces which change mood depending on their environment and how light affects them. We saw the possibility of embodying this aesthetic within a new embossed range, which would be in keeping with new architecture and also be capable of making food look spectacular. The initial concept called for a series of sweeping lines which swirled around the body of the hollowware items, such as teapots, jugs and coffee pots. This was found not to be feasible due to the seam lines created whilst the item was being formed in a mould, so the design was adapted to facilitate the forming process. From initial drawings we then moved to prototypes. It's at this point that we can see how the embossment will work on the piece and begin to understand how it will translate to other items. With Spiro, we wanted a certain casual, soft, feminine approach to the range. This we achieved by utilising the embossment in different ways on pieces across the range, so that no two items are styled in exactly the same way. This gives a relaxed feel and creates a more visually pleasing effect. Once happy with the prototypes, the next stage is to move into production. All items have to be modelled and moulds made at a size 12% larger than the required finish size due to the fact that items shrink in the kiln during firing. Different items are made in different ways. Hollowware such as teapots, jugs and coffee pots are cast using a liquid slip which is poured into moulds. Other items such as plates, cups and bowls are made out of a clay body such as this, the recipe for which is unique to Steelite. The item then moves from a raw piece to receive a first firing at 1180 degrees centigrade, at which point the material has become vitrified and has most of its finished strength and durability. The item then receives a coating of glaze, which when fired again at 1060 degrees centigrade becomes a durable, tough, clear finish. The item is now ready to be dispatched and to do its job of delighting the customer for years to come. In addition, the design team at Steelite International are at your disposal to bring our wealth of experience and industry knowledge to work with you to create a bespoke product unique to your personal style. This demonstrates our commitment to inspirational design and shows how we develop product that is designed for life.